But I mean, starting off, just coming here to Wisconsin, obviously the decision where you ended up flipping. Just take me through that process and how kind of head coach Luke Fickle played the role in that.
Coach Fickle, he played a big role in this and Coach Brown, they both have good backstories. They know what it takes. Coach Brown been to the NFL. He has experience. He has at Jacksonville. So for him to be my coach is great experience and a big blessing. So I just like that.
And how have you kind of seen that experience playing there and just going through it as a coach as well? How have you kind of seen that experience reflect on you?
So was that again? Okay.
How have you seen Coach Brown's experience reflect on you as a player so far?
Oh, it's been a great experience because he showed me how to do certain routes like setting up a man 3 steps or 2 steps or certain with a block. So all the NFL stuff that he have got or absorbed, giving it to me is like a big thing. So he been showing it a lot to all of us in the wide receiver room. So.
I mean, you're a true freshman. You're here again in a talented receiver room. You go through the injuries at the beginning of the offseason that kind of hampered you, but now you're still able to get on the field on kickoff. Coach Fickle's trying to find a way for you to get on the field. Kind of, what does that mean to you, and also how have you kind of worked throughout the process to get to where you are as a true freshman?
Firstly, like how you said, it was a hard team being injured, but I feel like the number one thing is you just got to keep trusting in yourself to, just know what you're capable of doing and all your hard work you put in and day in and day out. And that's what I did. I just had one goal when I got back on my feet in practice. I just did that, and I just got back on the traveling squad and went from there. And I got playing time last week in Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, talk about being on the traveling squad. I mean, not a lot of freshmen get that, especially ones in your position where it's such a talented receiver room. Kind of, is that probably the highlight of your freshman year in a way, just being able to be there, experience that, and go through the routine with the team as well?
I would say for sure that's a highlight. And obviously being on the traveling squad is just like a big thing as a freshman. So I would say that is a highlight. And we still got 3 more weeks, or we see if we have a bowl game. So we see how much more highlight stuff I could get in my freshman year. So I would say that's the number one right now. Yeah.
We don't get to see you in practice, unfortunately, but guys like Braden Locke, I mean, they were telling how the way that you're kind of breaking on the scene is you're twitchy, you're quick, and that's kind of what they expect out of their slot receivers. You guys have 2 good ones in Will Pauling, Skylar Bell's there as well. What have you learned from them, and also have you been able to utilize your skill set to try and make plays in practice?
They've been teaching me a lot. They've been teaching me the way how they run routes, how to get out of breaks, and just for them to teach me that is a big thing. So them obviously they're older than me, so I just got to be like a younger brother just learning from my older brother. So that's how I just take it in and just learning from them and just trying to adapt it to my bag so I can, whenever I come in sophomore next year or junior, whatever it is, and I know how to adapt it well.
You were at Bishop Gorman, right? I believe. I mean, you were a star there, and you talk about the transition to a college program where now you're maybe the number 1 guy and you go down to maybe the 6th or 7th or whatever it is on the depth chart.
Yes, for sure.
Take me through that transition, how you've been able to embrace it and now fought through to get playing time.
The experience in Gorman is great to be, obviously how you said, the top person, me and my boy Zach. But then obviously to come to college and to, just come down or the depth chart, but you really just got to just not lose track of what you are capable of doing. So that's what I try to keep myself on track for, and just keep going, attacking the day, winning everything that I do. That's the only thing you can do my job, and just try to be the best I can be. So.
Playing on the West Coast, I mean, I'm also from the West Coast. Did you ever envision you coming over here to Madison?
5 years ago, I never believed I'd be here, but everything happens for a reason. God guided me here, so yeah.
What ultimately led you to end up picking Wisconsin after the flip, those 4 days where you ended up having conversations with the coaching staff and things like that? What was the driving factor overall? Was it the air raid offense? Was it what ended up being the case?
I would say 2 things was I like the Big Ten Conference and the air raid. I like how they throw the balls and just exposing our wide receivers and just how to just get our talents out there to the scouts. So as the years goes on, we can obviously fulfill our dreams and which is getting drafted. So
seems like guys like Braden, they're saying you're working more, or your twitchiness reminds them of slot receivers. Is that kind of the role you envision to play when you get on the field there?
For sure. I'll be obviously staying slot. Coach Brown wants me there, and whatever opportunity comes, I just got to stay ready, and that's what I'm doing right now. So.
A guy like Will Pauling, I mean, he's a smaller guy, but it seems like he still has all the capabilities of a regular receiver, playing the X or Y position or X or Z positions and things like that. Do you envision being a similar player to him, with your twitchiness, with your size and speed and contested catchability that you saw in high school?
Yes, for sure. I think it was like a week ago, like a week when I came here, everybody was like seeing me like out here running on the routes. They were comparing me to Will, and they were saying like me and him's the same. So I'd kind of say, yeah, we'll be the same, but that guy's good. He's different. Yeah.
How does it feel just being in such a talented receiver room? I mean, you were the guy there at Bishop Gorman. Now you're alongside a number of guys here. How does it just feel being alongside a talented receiver room, and how does that help you compete?
It helps. It's a big blessing to be a part of like all kind of big time players, because like how you said, being from Bishop Gorman, like not that much people are good, I guess. And when you come to here, a lot of people are good, so that kind of makes you to play better, show your talent more in the way like how you like catch the ball, run routes or anything. So it kind of puts you at your A game all the time, every snap.
Lastly, I got one last one. Just last few games of the season, what are you looking personally?
You don't need to rush. You can keep going.
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah. You've been out here for a while, but
you good.
Last few things. I mean, what are you looking to accomplish in the last few games of the season, and then also in the off season? What's kind of your main preparation? What are you looking for?
What I'm accomplishing is, obviously get some more snaps and see how everything plans out. Maybe get some catches or somehow, and then the off season I'll just work on knowing the plays more and work on like my routes or how to set up DBs on press man or off zone or anything like that. So I'll be working on that, and just a lot of getting bigger or stronger. Not too big so I don't get slow, so I can keep my speed, but yeah, probably that.